Welcome to the another video of 100 MCQs. Unit 3. Let's start. 1. Which of the following is a pentose sugar? A. Glucose. B. Fructose. C. Ribose. D. Galactose. Answer: C. 2. The enzyme responsible for converting glucose to glucose 6-phosphate in glycolysis is A. Phosphofructokinase. B. Hexokinase. C. Glucose 6-phosphatase. D. Aldolase. Answer: B. 3. Which polysaccharide is found in the cell wall of fungi? A. Cellulose. B. Chitin. C. Glycogen. D. Pectin. Answer: B. 4. The major storage form of carbohydrates in animals is A. Starch. B. Cellulose. C. Glycogen. D. Sucrose. Answer: C. 5. Which enzyme is absent in humans but present in ruminants, allowing them to digest cellulose? A. Amylase. B. Maltase. C. Cellulase. D. Lactase. Answer: C. 6. Which of the following amino acids is classified as nonpolar? A. Lysine. B. Arginine. C. Leucine. D. Serine. Answer: C. 7. Which bond is responsible for the primary structure of proteins? A. Hydrogen bond. B. Disulfide bond. C. Peptide bond. D. Ionic bond. Answer: C. 8. The enzyme responsible for breaking peptide bonds during digestion is A. Amylase. B. Pepsin. C. Lipase. D. Sucrase. Answer: B. 9. Which amino acid has a sulfur-containing side chain? A. Serine. B. Valine. C. Methionine. D. Proline. Answer: C. 10. What is the net ADP yield from complete oxidation of one molecule of alanine via gluconeogenesis and subsequent glycolysis? A. 0. B. 1. C. 2. D. 3. Answer: A. 11. The essential fatty acid that must be obtained from the diet is A. Palmitic acid. B. Oleic acid. C. Linoleic acid. D. Stearic acid. Answer: C. 12. Which enzyme catalyzes the rate-limiting step in cholesterol biosynthesis? A. Lipase. B. HMG-CoA reductase. C. Carnitine acyltransferase. D. Acetyl-CoA carboxylase. Answer: B. 13. Beta oxidation of fatty acids occurs in which organelle? A. Cytoplasm. B. Mitochondria. C. Endoplasmic reticulum. D. Lysosome. Answer: B. 14. Which lipoprotein is responsible for transporting cholesterol from tissues to the liver? A. Chylomicrons. B. VLDL. C. LDL. D. HDL. Answer: D. 15. Ketone bodies are synthesized in the A. Brain. B. Liver. C. Muscle. D. Adipose tissue. Answer: B. 16. Which hormone is secreted by beta cells of the pancreas? A. Glucagon. B. Epinephrine. C. Insulin. D. Cortisol. Answer: C. 17. Which enzyme catalyzes the breakdown of glycogen in glycogenolysis? A. Glycogen synthase. B. Phosphorylase kinase. C. Glycogen phosphorylase. D. Glucose 6-phosphatase. Answer: C. 18. Which hormone counteracts insulin's effects on blood glucose levels? A. Thyroxine. B. Aldosterone. C. Glucagon. D. Oxytocin. Answer, C. 19. Type 1 diabetes mellitus is caused by A. Insulin resistance. B. Autoimmune destruction of pancreatic beta cells. C. Excess glucagon secretion. D. Overproduction of insulin. Answer, B. 20. Which condition is a complication of uncontrolled diabetes mellitus? A. Ketoacidosis. B. Hypertension. C. Hypothyroidism. D. Hemophilia. Answer, A. 21. Which of the following sugars is a ketose? A. Glucose. B. Galactose. C. Fructose. D. Ribose. Answer, C. 22. The Cori cycle is involved in the conversion of A. Fatty acids to glucose. B. Lactate to glucose. C. Pyruvate to acetyl-CoA. D. Glycogen to free glucose. Answer, B. 23. The enzyme that catalyzes the conversion of pyruvate to oxalostate in gluconeogenesis is A. Pyruvate kinase. B. Pyruvate carboxylase. C. Pyruvate dehydrogenase. D. Phosphofructokinase. Answer, B. 24. The primary site of glycogenesis in the body is A. Brain. B. Liver. C. Kidneys. D. Muscle. Answer, B. 25. Which enzyme is absent in muscle tissue, preventing direct release of glucose into the bloodstream? A. Hexokinase. B. Glucose 6-phosphatase. C. Glycogen phosphorylase. D. Phosphoglucomutase. Answer, B. 26. In glycolysis, ADP is produced by A. Substrate-level phosphorylation. B. Oxidative phosphorylation. C. Photophosphorylation. D. Chemiosmosis. Answer, A. 27. Which metabolic disorder results from a deficiency of glucose 6-phosphatase? A. Pompe disease. B. McArdle disease. C. Von Gierke disease. D. Her's disease. Answer, C. 28. Which sugar has the highest sweetness level? A. Glucose. B. Sucrose. C. Fructose. D. Maltose. Answer, C. 29. Which enzyme catalyzes the rate-limiting step in glycolysis? A. Hexokinase. B. Phosphofructokinase 1, PFK1. C. Aldolase. D. Pyruvate kinase. Answer, B. 30. What is the major function of pentose phosphate pathway, PPP? A. ADP generation. B. NADP production. C. Lactate production. D. Fatty acid oxidation. Answer, B. 31. Which amino acid is the precursor for serotonin? A. Tyrosine. B. Tryptophan. C. Histidine. D. Glutamine. Answer, B. 32. The urea cycle primarily takes place in A. Liver. B. Kidneys. C. Muscle. D. Pancreas. Answer, A. 33. The enzyme that catalyzes transamination reactions is A. Aminotransferase. B. Dehydrogenase. C. Hydrolase. D. Ligase. Answer, A. 34. Which protein structure is stabilized by hydrogen bonds between backbone atoms? A. Primary. B. Secondary. C. Tertiary. D. Quaternary. Answer, B. 35. Sickle cell anemia is caused by a mutation in which protein? A. Insulin. B. Myoglobin. C. Hemoglobin. D. Albumin. Answer, C. 36. Phenylketonuria, PKU, is due to a defect in A. phenylalanine hydroxylase. B. Tyrosine kinase. C. Glutamate dehydrogenase. D. Tryptophan synthase. Answer A. 37. Which amino acid is essential for the production of nitric oxide? A. Lysine. B. Arginine. C. Proline. D. Histidine. Answer B. 38. Collagen is rich in which amino acid? A. Cysteine. B. Glycine. C. Glutamate. D. Methionine. Answer B. 39. The enzyme responsible for protein digestion in the stomach is A. Trypsin. B. Chymotrypsin. C. Pepsin. D. Elastase. Answer C. 40. Which vitamin is crucial for amino acid metabolism? A. Vitamin B6. B. Vitamin B12. C. Vitamin C. D. Vitamin K. Answer A. 41. The breakdown of triglycerides into glycerol and fatty acids is called A. Lipogenesis. B. Lipolysis. C. Beta oxidation. D. Ketogenesis. Answer B. 42. What is the major storage form of lipids in the body? A. Phospholipids. B. Cholesterol. C. Triglycerides. D. Free fatty acids. Answer C. 43. The fatty acid synthesis process occurs in A. Cytoplasm. B. Mitochondria. C. Peroxisomes. D. Lysosomes. Answer A. 44. The primary effect of insulin on glucose metabolism is to A. Increase glycogenolysis. B. Decrease glucose uptake. C. Promote glucose uptake and storage. D. Increase gluconeogenesis. Answer C. 45. Which transporter is insulin dependent for glucose uptake? A. GLUT1. B. GLUT2. C. GLUT4. D. GLUT5. Answer C. 46. Which hormone increases blood sugar during stress? A. Cortisol. B. Aldosterone. C. ADH. D. Oxytocin. Answer A. 47. The polyol pathway contributes to diabetic complications by accumulating A. Fructose. B. Glucose. C. Sorbitol. D. Galactose. Answer C. 48. The hallmark of type 2 diabetes is A. Autoimmune beta cell destruction. B. Absolute insulin deficiency. C. Insulin resistance. D. Ketoacidosis. Answer C. 49. A common complication of diabetes affecting the eyes is A. Glaucoma. B. Cataracts. C. Retinopathy. D. Macular degeneration. Answer C. 50. Which of the following is a rapid-acting insulin? A. Lantus. B. NPH. C. Lispro. D. Detemir. Answer C. 51. Which type of lipid is a major component of biological membranes? A. Triglycerides. B. Phospholipids. C. Cholesterol. D. Glycolipids. Answer B. 52. Which of the following is a characteristic of unsaturated fatty acids? A. They are solid at room temperature. B. They contain one or more double bonds. C. They are mostly found in animal fats. D. They have a higher melting point than saturated fatty acids. Answer B. 53. A deficiency of which vitamin is associated with fat malabsorption and is treated with supplementation? A. Vitamin A. B. Vitamin D. C. Vitamin E. D. Vitamin K. Answer C. 54. The enzyme responsible for the synthesis of phospholipids is A. Acetyl-CoA carboxylase. B. Phospholipase A2. C. Fatty acid synthetase. D. Acyl-CoA transferase. Answer, D. 55. The main component of the low-density lipoprotein, LDL, is A. Cholesterol. B. Protein. C. Phospholipids. D. Triglycerides. Answer, A. 56. Which condition is associated with increased cholesterol levels and impaired lipid metabolism? A. Phenylketonuria. B. Marfan syndrome. C. Familial hypercholesterolemia. D. Cystic fibrosis. Answer, C. 57. What is the first step in the breakdown of triglycerides? A. Hydrolysis into glycerol and fatty acids. B. Formation of ketone bodies. C. Beta oxidation of fatty acids. D. Conversion to acetyl-CoA. Answer, A. 58. Which hormone stimulates lipogenesis, fat synthesis? A. Glucagon. B. Insulin. C. Epinephrine. D. Cortisol. Answer, B. 59. Which of the following fatty acids is considered essential and must be obtained from the diet? A. Palmitic acid. B. Stearic acid. C. Linoleic acid. D. Arachidonic acid. Answer, C. 60. During fasting, the liver produces and releases A. Glucose. B. Cholesterol. C. Ketone bodies. D. Both A and C. Answer, D. 61. Which of the following conditions is most likely to develop in untreated diabetes mellitus? A. Hypertension. B. Diabetic retinopathy. C. Osteoporosis. D. Asthma. Answer, B. 62. Which process is promoted by insulin to lower blood glucose? A. Glycogenolysis. B. Gluconeogenesis. C. Glycogenesis. D. Ketogenesis. Answer, C. 63. What is the main action of glucagon in the liver? A. Stimulate glycogen breakdown. B. Promote glycogen synthesis. C. Inhibit gluconeogenesis. D. Decrease blood glucose levels. Answer, A. 64. The primary defect in type 1 diabetes is A. Insulin resistance. B. Reduced insulin secretion. C. Excessive insulin secretion. D. Increased lipolysis. Answer, B. 65. In a person with type 1 diabetes, which condition can occur due to severe insulin deficiency? A. Hypoglycemia. B. Ketoacidosis. C. Hyperosmolar hyperglycemic state. D. Both B and C. Answer, B. 66. The primary source of blood glucose during prolonged fasting is A. Glycogen breakdown. B. Fatty acid oxidation. C. Gluconeogenesis from non-carbohydrate sources. D. Ketone body synthesis. Answer, C. 67. Which hormone is secreted during a fight or flight response and increases blood glucose levels? A. Insulin. B. Glucagon. C. Epinephrine. D. Somatostatin. Answer, C. 68. The primary site of insulin production in the body is A. Liver. B. Kidneys. C. Pancreas. D. Adrenal glands. Answer, C. 69. Which of the following best describes the action of insulin? A. It promotes the release of glucose from the liver. B. It increases glucose uptake in tissues like muscle and adipose. C. It inhibits glycogenesis. D. It promotes ketone body formation. Answer, B. 70. Diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA, primarily affects which organ? A. Kidneys. B. Heart. C. Liver. D. Brain. Answer, C. 71. Which of the following is a common complication of long-term uncontrolled diabetes? A. Kidney failure. B. Pulmonary embolism. C. Stroke. D. All of the above. Answer, A. 72. A patient with type 2 diabetes develops a condition where blood glucose is elevated without ketoacidosis. This is known as A. Diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA. B. Hyperosmolar hyperglycemic state, HHS. C. Insulin shock. D. Diabetic nephropathy. Answer, B. 73. In diabetic nephropathy, damage to the kidneys is caused by A. High blood pressure. B. High blood glucose levels. C. High cholesterol. D. Both A and B. Answer, D. 74. Which of the following would be expected in a patient with poorly controlled diabetes? A. Increased gluconeogenesis. B. Decreased ketone body production. C. Decreased insulin resistance. D. Increased muscle protein synthesis. Answer, A. 75. Which of the following is the most accurate test for diagnosing long-term glucose control? A. Fasting plasma glucose. B. Oral glucose tolerance test, OGTT. C. Hemoglobin A1C. D. Urine glucose test. Answer, C. 76. The use of sulfonylureas in the treatment of type 2 diabetes is aimed at A. Decreasing insulin secretion. B. Increasing insulin secretion. C. Inhibiting glucagon release. D. Increasing insulin sensitivity. Answer, B. 77. What is the first step in the insulin signaling pathway? A. Insulin binding to its receptor. B. Activation of glycogen synthase. C. Phosphorylation of glucose transporter proteins. D. Activation of protein kinase A. Answer, A. 78. Insulin resistance in type 2 diabetes primarily occurs in which of the following tissues? A. Adipose tissue. B. Muscle tissue. C. Liver. D. All of the above. Answer, D. 79. In gestational diabetes, the primary cause of elevated blood glucose levels is A. Increased insulin secretion. B. Increased insulin resistance. C. Increased glucose production by the liver. D. Decreased renal glucose reabsorption. Answer, B. 80. The treatment for diabetic ketoacidosis includes all of the following except A. Insulin administration. B. Rehydration with fluids. C. Bicarbonate therapy to correct acidosis. D. Oral glucose administration. Answer, D. 81. Which of the following is not a common cause of hyperglycemia in type 1 diabetes? A. Infection. B. Stress. C. Insulin overdose. D. Poor dietary control. Answer, C. 82. Which of the following hormones is involved in counteracting insulin's effect and raising blood glucose levels? A. Growth hormone. B. Glucagon. C. Thyroid hormone. D. Prolactin. Answer, B. 83. A common diagnostic marker for kidney damage in diabetic patients is A. Blood urea nitrogen, BUN. B. Serum creatinine. C. Microalbuminuria. D. Plasma potassium. Answer, C. 84. The goal of treatment in diabetic ketoacidosis, DKA, is to A. Lower blood glucose to normal levels. B. Increase blood glucose to normal levels. C. Restore fluid and electrolyte balance. D. Both A and C. Answer, D. 85. Which of the following is not typically associated with type 2 diabetes? A. Insulin resistance. B. Beta cell dysfunction. C. Autoimmune destruction of pancreatic cells. D. Obesity. Answer: C. 86. A hallmark feature of type 1 diabetes is A. Insulin resistance. B. Complete insulin deficiency. C. Excessive weight gain. D. High levels of proinsulin. Answer: B. 87. The primary site of action of metformin in type 2 diabetes is the A. Pancreas. B. Muscle cells. C. Liver. D. Adipose tissue. Answer: C. 88. The primary function of glucose 6-phosphatase in the liver is to A. Convert glucose 6-phosphate into glucose. B. Break down glycogen. C. Catalyze gluconeogenesis. D. Form lactate. Answer: A. 89. In a diabetic patient, the development of atherosclerosis is commonly accelerated due to A. Increased triglyceride levels. B. Hyperglycemia. C. High HDL levels. D. Low LDL levels. Answer: B. 90. Which of the following is an immediate effect of insulin administration? A. Increase in blood glucose. B. Decrease in blood glucose. C. Increased lipolysis. D. Increased ketogenesis. Answer: B. 91. The most common cause of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, is A. Excess alcohol consumption. B. Obesity and insulin resistance. C. High protein intake. D. Excessive fructose consumption. Answer: B. 92. Which of the following is a key feature of diabetic retinopathy? A. Decreased blood supply to the retina. B. Accumulation of sorbitol in the retina. C. Hyperplastic growth of retinal cells. D. Formation of cataracts. Answer: B. 93. The development of hypoglycemia during insulin treatment can be caused by A. Excessive carbohydrate intake. B. Delayed insulin administration. C. Overuse of insulin. D. Exercise without adequate carbohydrate intake. Answer: C. 94. The HbA1c test measures A. Long-term blood glucose control. B. Short-term blood glucose levels. C. Insulin secretion capacity. D. Blood lipids. Answer: A. 95. In a diabetic patient, increased urine output can result from A. Insulin administration. B. High blood glucose levels leading to osmotic diuresis. C. Dehydration. D. Excessive water intake. Answer: B. 96. Which of the following is a major factor contributing to the development of type 2 diabetes? A. Viral infections. B. Insulin resistance. C. Genetic mutations in insulin. D. Lack of exercise. Answer: B. 97. The mechanism behind diabetic neuropathy involves A. Reduced blood flow to nerves. B. High blood glucose causing nerve damage. C. Decreased myelin production. D. Vitamin B12 deficiency. Answer: B. 98. Which coenzyme is essential for pyruvate dehydrogenase activity? A. Vitamin B12. B. Vitamin C. C. Thiamine pyrophosphate, vitamin B1. D. Folic acid. Answer: C. 99. A deficiency of insulin leads to excessive A. Lipogenesis. B. Gluconeogenesis. C. Glycogenesis. D. Protein synthesis. Answer: B. 100. Which type of diabetes is characterized by insulin resistance? A. Type 1 diabetes. B. Type 2 diabetes. C. Gestational diabetes. D. MODY, maturity onset diabetes of the young. Answer, B.